What children, teens, and adults with childhood apraxia of speech want teachers to know. This is the extended version, released on the 30th of May, 2024.
I want my teachers to know and a little bit more time because I know what I will say but I can't get it out. I want my teacher to read these books called the people who in my school and in my class because they know about me. Please give me one-on-one help.
Talking is tricky, which makes school hard, but I am good at other things like drawing and painting. School makes me tired as I have to concentrate really hard when I speak.
Spelling is really hard. I don't say sounds correctly and miss sibilants, so when I go to spell, it's wrong. Please support me by going over my work with me, saying the word for me slowly next to me 3 times so I can hear the right sounds needed for the words and have more time to practice it. This will help me get the correct support I need. If you guys don't understand me, please ask me to repeat myself. Don't have a guess or ignore me. I'm used to repeating myself. There's no addition I can take. It's all hard work. It would be nice if you guys could acknowledge it.
What I want you all to know is that by creating a comfortable environment with minimal judgment, students of all kinds will thrive. This is due to students obtaining a growing trust for their peers and teachers, which can be useful in encouraging students to inform their teachers about their challenges and straight up perform better at school, socially, and academically. For example, a lot of students, when faced with a class presentation, will stumble off on incomprehensible words. And when this is combined with a speech disorder, it turns to chaos quick. But this is mostly due to the fear of being judged. And when judgment is removed from the situation, all students will feel in some form more comfortable and will perform better in class.
Teachers, you are the best advocates for students. Families may not always have the skills, knowledge, or resources to advocate for themselves. We need you. If you don't do it, then it might never happen. Something that can be helpful and make your classroom more inclusive is offering alternatives to assignments. I have had teachers who allowed for a live presentation, a pre-recorded video, or an essay to demonstrate knowledge, as opposed to only offering the live presentation, which may be stressful for those in your classroom with speech difficulties such as apraxia.
The one thing that I wish teachers knew is that if a child answers with "I don't know," that isn't them being lazy, it's their learned response to a question that they like processing. What helped me in primary school the most is that although the school didn't know much about apraxia of speech, they worked alongside me and did all they could to support me in my learning. What helped me the most in secondary school was that my mum managed to get me into a school that had a learning support unit, which they managed to get me to catch up to my peers, and I passed all my GCSEs.
I'm finding from a teacher's perspective that patience goes a long ways. Matter of fact, my most successful Our school year was second grade. Want to know why? My second grade teacher did not assume what I wanted to say. Rather, she waited until I finished speaking, even if it took a few tries. She also knew that speaking is not the only communication form. I did the best when I could write down what I wanted to say. Sometimes I could even do art or physically show off something. And that knowledge does not revolve around how well someone can articulate their thinking. Knowledge is way more than speech. Knowledge is one's passions, one's ability to show you what they know, either visually, verbally, musically, or whatever way they can express themselves. So, this is my reality of apraxia of speech.
Growing up, I really wish teachers just understood how much I wanted to speak and I wanted to tell them something. And even if they couldn't understand me, I wish they had to take the time to fully stop and listen. Don't get me wrong, I had some great teachers, but I also have some that did not listen and did not care about what I had to say. And this is kind of why I created a preschool. And I went to school and I got my early childhood education diploma. And I graduated as a preschool teacher. So now I am a teacher and I try to put what I wanted as a child into practice. Like I said, I wanted them just to listen. I wanted them to just take the time to try to understand me. So now as a teacher, that is my goal in my classroom, is especially when I have a child, and I get a lot of them because I am that speech impediment baby. I get a lot of children that do have speech impediments. And the best thing is to be able to look at them and say, I was there, and listen to them. It sounds so simple, but I really, really wish all teachers would just stop and listen. That is the most important thing.
Here's what we want teachers to know. Whether someone has apraxia or not, or any kind of disability, you should not judge that student for having a disability. They learn at their own rate. Make sure that they have the resources that they need to succeed. If you see that a child is struggling, instead of criticizing them, which I know has definitely happened to me, or doubting them, make sure that you are advocating for them. You are their teacher, so make sure that they have all of the resources that they need, because unfortunately, their parents don't see everything. So please be the eyes, ears, and sometimes mouth that that child needs.
3 things that really helped me growing up with childhood apraxia of speech is when my teachers gave me time to say what I wanted to say, and when they took times to educate themselves and work with me on my needs, and 3, and most importantly, included me within the classroom and treated me like every other child. And I would like to thank all of our teachers so much for working with all of our students and students with childhood apraxia.
A huge thank you to the children, teens and adults with apraxia from around the world who participated in this extended video to share with us what they want teachers to know. Please share this video with teachers, assistants and other school staff and health professionals to help those with apraxia succeed at school.